No, sir, I don't like it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to No Sir Pod, the podcast where we talk about shit we don't like with people we adore. Today is no exception. I'm joined with Miss Brandie Posey, comedian, label owner, fucking gatekeeper or gatekeeper dog.
I became a gatekeeper. I said, you know, it seems to be nice over there.
Yeah.
They seem like they have health insurance. So what if I become one? I still don't have health insurance. Actually, that's not true.
It was another lie that they told me.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Medi-Cal. Actually, thank you.
But incredible label.
I birth albums.
It is laborious.
It is laborious. I mean, God, life though, right?
Yes.
We have to stare into a wall.
Let's dissociate for a moment and remember that. But that's got to be it's got to be a big change though, to be and also super revealing to being able to see the other side of things. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Well, it's like I've always self-released my own stuff because I'm good at spreadsheets. So I was like, well, that's mostly what a label does.
That's nice.
I can figure that part out myself. So
learn Excel.
Yeah, exactly.
You heard it here first, folks. Learn Excel. Start a label.
Frankly, I do think that like if most comedians like got familiar with Microsoft Suite, their lives would be easier. Like, frankly, like, you do not need to live in the level of chaos that you live in. You just don't.
But it's fun in the chaos, Brandie.
I know. I like all my Post-its. Oh no, I spilled water on them. Now where am I supposed to be next week? Nightmare.
You are talking directly to me.
I know I am. This podcast is not your podcast. It's actually an intervention. I don't have a list of things that make me mad. I have a list of complaints from others.
Ways you need to get your life together, Carmen.
yeah, exactly.
Oh shit. Hilarious. But we should get into it. Do you have something you want to start with specifically?
Yeah.
Is there anything on the producing side that you can't stand?
I mean, mostly, like very, very truly, I do have a real disdain for most suits and most industry people.
Yeah,
because I think that their only job actually is to try to get backstage. Their whole life,
because they're not cool.
Yeah,
every time
an
agent or a manager shows up in the green room, the vibe is immediately dead.
Yeah,
even with and I'm not, whatever. I was Josh Johnson is a perfect example. He's working with his friend Logan is open, and I know both of them from Chicago. I've known him for years. The vibe is immaculate. We're in there riffing, talking shit about jokes. The dude shows up, and it is like literally we just walked into a funeral. It's dead.
Yeah,
there's no and then he's trying to be, and it is not like you could just tell.
Just stop. Just be. Go answer some emails.
Yeah.
In the corner silently. Go in your little cup corner. That's what you're supposed to be. Get over there and watch us joke. That's the whole point. Don't jump in on this. Go sit over there. Go in your sunglasses. Every agent or manager in a green room is like,
yeah.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I worked with that guy. I got him a good deal. No, you didn't.
No, you
didn't.
No, you didn't.
You didn't.
I know because he told me the deal.
Yeah, I'm friends with him. You just take from him.
I know I was joking about the gatekeeper thing, but at the same time, it is nice to have someone in this very like kind of tumultuous space that's like legitimately gets it.
Oh, for sure. Well, literally, I just did I just went to we saw each other at Limestone recently, and I was there as industry for the very first time I've ever done that at a festival. Thankfully, I got thrown a couple of sets because somebody got food poisoning.
Speaking of, as a person who doesn't like the cuck chair,
yeah,
it's hard.
It was very hard. I was like, I'll do it. I'll come in. That'll be fine. But then, a local person got food poisoning. I did not do it. But I got to like host a couple of shows, which was great because I was like, it's gonna feel weird otherwise. But I will say,
I did A24 movie. You're just poisoning people so you can still get on stage. Mama needs her jokey time.
Exactly, give it to me. But I did the industry panel, and I will say, I had several people tell me it was the first panel they left from that they actually felt empowered by.
Yeah.
because they're usually really a bummer.
Yes.
And I'm a terror at them when I'm just there as a comic too, because like most questions are people just being like, so what are you guys looking for? I don't know.
Help me.
And then I go to them and I say, the last 5 specials that you produced, what was the budget? How much did the comic make on that budget?
Yeah. We didn't know anybody was going to ask us real questions.
Yeah. Yeah. So I always like to come in and just be a real bee. It's fun. But it is, I mean, yeah, it's nice to be like, yeah, we can all make this stuff outside of it. I believe in like the working class comedian's role to continue to keep our ecosystem healthy. And it's like, we need that space. There's not the top of the mountain isn't going to happen for everybody, but there's a way to make a nice living for a lot of people.
There's no top of the mountain if there isn't a working class.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the only way you get somebody good enough to be like
exactly. Yeah.
Unless you're an industry plant. Don't get me started on that.
Well, pet peeve number 2 on my list, actually. Actually, we were talking about green rooms, and I do have a green room pet peeve.
Ooh, tell me.
When a bathroom in a green room has like a big space at the bottom of the door, or it's not like really a private bathroom, or is a janky bathroom, or doesn't have good plumbing. You need a private, good bathroom. Yeah. That if there's other people in the room, they can't hear you having diarrhea. That's the level.
I should be able to shit gnarlily before I go up. Especially people get like nervous, you know, either that or if it's just a room full of dudes, and even if I have to pee, like it makes me uncomfortable.
Exactly. So
I don't want, you know,
a weird rickety bathroom is like no. I you are disrespecting your artists. I need to be able to like blast.
Also, how nice if a green room has a bathroom.
I know. I mean, that's the unspoken peeve. But if we're gonna, you know, we're shooting big.
I know, right? I was gonna say, like, there's a lot of times I'm just in a storage closet because that's the only space near the stage. They're like, oh, well, you're just gonna, you want me to sit here? Yeah. There's no way out, and I can only go out to the stage, but you want me to sit here for the 45 minutes before I go up? Okay.
Well, there is a bucket.
But don't pee in it because we use that to mop the floors after. Fuck!
For sure. Also, I'm sorry. If I'm not peeing in it, somebody definitely has peed in it.
Somebody has peed. If not pee, cum. Everything's been cum on in this room.
I've seen your calendar. How dare you, actually?
At least put a seat on it.
Yeah, exactly. I think part of the artistic process is big dump preset. Yeah. Often. Yeah. For most people. So it is just like, because it's like a
release.
Yes. Okay. And now I can go. So it's like, whenever you're a bad bathroom, you got a big problem. If you care about your performers. Yeah. Put a good door on it. Make sure it flushes. That's all I care about, really.
I remember being in this one comedy club, and there was something wrong with their grease trap. Yeah. So the bathroom already smelt awful.
Oh God.
And it's because I'm a daughter of my uncle is a plumbing contracting company. I know that smell. Yeah. I was taught about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Where I'm like, what's that? And my uncle's like, oh, grease trap. That's what that is. That this? I'm like, oh, okay. It smells like shit. He's like, no, I promise you, it's different. That's a grease trap smell. Yeah. And not to be an Italian stereotype, we were just talking about being secret Italian before we started.
Yeah. I know this. The intricacies of the smells of plumbing. Is a very Italian trait.
Well, how funny! My uncle is Italian in plumbing. Yeah. It happens. Yeah. Sometimes they're right. It's unfortunate.
We'll take it.
It is a better one as there are way worse stereotypes to be had.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, you have a trade? Ew.
Dude, I'm super stoked. I don't know if you saw this. I have a bit about it. I'm not going to do the bit about it, but just the fact that there's more chicks doing trades jobs now than there's ever been in the entire I think that's so sick, dude.
It's really cool. It's
I'm
really
so
cool.
Here for it. Yeah. More female electricians, female plumbers, and female truck drivers right now.
I love that. Well, because it's like, It's just funny because like literally one of my peeves on my list is like weaponized incompetence by either gender.
Yeah.
Because often like we hear about like men that like don't want to like, I can't do my laundry. I can't change the baby.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how.
Yeah. But I really.
Just tell me how to do it step by step in a list form and then I'll do it. I'm helping.
It'd be easier if you did it, but like, you know, just walk me through it. It'll be such an inconvenience. You'll just keep doing it. But I do think the same applies the opposite direction, and we don't get as much grief as we should about.
Ooh, let's talk about it.
Yeah, about like learning to do shit like that, like learning to like, oh, my dishwasher broke or whatever. Let me watch a YouTube video, and like, oh, it was just a latch that fixes it or whatever.
Yep, I changed my own tire. That. Like I've changed my own like spares, shit like that.
Yeah.
Yes, I've done that before, and I remember getting mad at my friend because I was like, "Bitch, you know how to do this. Why are you?" And then she's like, "But what? But what?" Because there was a dude around that did. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
You know, so, but yes, I do get that. I have done that, and I'm also mad about it.
No, exactly. I mean, I'm not saying that we're not all capable of or guilty of it in some way, but it is like a thing that I'm like, no, I really tried to, in the last few years, be very cognizant of like, if I'm mad at this thing, what is like my 50%, or like, is there a way that it's happening in the other direction that I'm being blind to because I have a bias or something?
Right.
Because like actually getting to the bottom of a conversation is like being able to acknowledge fault on all sides, you know? So it's like, it's definitely a big thing that like women do a lot, where you're just like, you can set the VCR. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Any technology of any kind, I believe in your ability to know that this plugs into this. You can do it. You can run a Zoom recorder. Like you can do these things. Empower yourself with knowledge.
Well, not only that, but then with weaponized incompetence also comes, then you don't have to be disappointed when somebody else fucks up.
Yeah.
Because then you could be like, no, I got it. Yeah. I got it. I'll figure it out. You have that to fall back on, which is also super frustrating to end up in a place where, you know, then you're talking about like maybe a control freak kind of area where nobody can do it as good as you can. And that might be the case. That might be the case.
Yeah.
But at the same time, then you still have that to fall back on. You can still trust something into somebody. And if you can't, you can fix it yourself.
Well, it also like it builds empathy, because then you realize how hard something actually might be, or how easy something might be. And then you're like, oh, I actually can't do it because I did try it.
Yeah.
And I can't do it, but somebody can. So now I actually appreciate them more because they're able to do a thing that I can't do, or like I can do it and then I can show that to somebody else. It's like, it's just the more skills we need to be acquiring skills.
Or effort.
Yes.
God damn, just some effort.
Yes.
Even if like it's for me, especially if it's like I don't know if this is an ADHD thing, but it like halfway through, if like I go into cocksure that I could probably figure something out. And then I'm in the middle of it and I'm like, I have painted myself into a skillless corner where I'm like, well, it's taken apart for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Now help me in the middle of a process. That's something that absolutely drives me nuts, is when I'm looking for the fourth step in a process and someone has to start from the beginning to give me the fourth step.
Yes.
It's excruciating. I already know, and I already did those four things. Just give me the part in the middle. That's why I don't get mad at IKEA. I've never been a person that gets mad at IKEA furniture, and I usually only use the directions halfway through, because I'm like, at a certain point you're like, oh, you made me have to do, there was an easier way to do this. You made me have to use your fucking instructions.
I will not learn the lesson. I refuse. I am smarter than your photos without words.
Yeah. That fucking beak nose motherfucker in the goddamn.
Yeah.
It's easy. Shut the fuck up.
You two-dimensional asshole.
Yeah. Piece of shit.
Put him in his place.
Wanna be Ziggy, motherfucker? Nobody likes you.
No. Absolutely not.
But that checks. That's true. I could definitely take there is an example that we have an ice maker, like a tabletop ice maker, and I won't clean it.
Yeah.
That's a you thing.
That's a man's job. Clean the ice maker.
And I don't think it's a gender thing. I just genuinely don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
I think that's fair.
But I should. And next time I'll probably fucking peer over his shoulder, because you're right. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Unfortunately,
learning is annoying sometimes.
I know. Unfortunately, like, I'm very fun, but a lot of my like actual views are buzzkills.
I mean, it's hard. The right thing a lot of times is a buzzkill.
No, I know. Yeah. I'm just like, sorry, we aren't perfect.
Yeah.
There's also
but why
growth.
not? Why can't I be Spock? God damn it!
I know. There's still growth to happen. Ugh.
That's kind of what upsets me about people in general is an unwillingness to learn.
Yeah.
Like, I know there is like people are hyper aware and hypercritical and maybe even fearful of being wrong because now especially all the implications for it, and I'm also very anti people can't fuck up, you don't have a hero story without adversity to overcome, all that stuff. So I'm not, but at the same time I think I lost my
well, not to say the words carceral mindset on your comedy podcast.
You're gonna have to define the term. What's carceral?
So carceral is like people like pro prison, basically, like pro punishment and like a like.
Oh no, I mean I'm anti-prison industrial complex.
No, yeah,
for sure.
But so I think we have the thing.
But I punish me.
Well, yeah, but I think it's like breaking that mindset for yourself. That is punishment. It's about like what is the what is the thing to do to have made the amends to actually get past the shame and the punishment part of it. And I think that applies to so many things. Like when we're mad at somebody that's been canceled, something, any number of things, there is no next step that is like, what is the way to make the amends to have that person has learned, the wrong has been righted, and now we can keep going on.
But it seems to me that everybody kind of stops in the process of acknowledging. And I feel like that is a testament to where people are in therapy. Which is why I think it's, and why people have weaponized therapy. And that is they don't want to do the work part that comes after identifying it. You just want to stay mad at your parents. I've already been mad at my parents. I've already reconciled with I made amends with my parents.
You did, yeah.
I did make amends with my because they were doing the best that they, acknowledging that they were doing the best that they possibly could. And especially when you're talking about somebody who's also mentally ill. Yeah. So they're doing the best that they possibly could with the resources that they had at the time. Having that said, do they still want to change now? Whether they want to, or again, it goes back to whether they want to do the ice maker or not. It goes back to, okay, well, are you willing to accept that? And then that's how all the healing and stuff. I have a better relationship with my parents now than I've ever had in my entire life. And part of it is just because I know how they are and I know how to navigate it now. There's no longer conflict because I know how they're going to react. I know how it's going to be. And with that in mind, then I know what I need to do to either protect myself, create a boundary, blah, 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 all of that shit. And I think so many people, and when I say people, I mean majority narcissists, they'll go to therapy, they'll go to couples therapy, which is also awful for the person who's not a narcissist. And then they get to use all this stuff, whereas it's like, can't, sorry, can't, but this is why. And you can understand the why, but now what? Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
The next step is like getting to that peaceful place.
And the other problem I specifically, if you're talking about in a public space, is everybody just wants to string everybody up. And I think part of the reason there isn't a lot of conversation about what happens afterwards is so many people have botched the apology. Yeah. You get so many people who do a shitbag, again, a lot of times it's narcissists, do a shitbag apology where they're like, sorry you feel that way, sorry, and never taking accountability, and then the people who go, I apologize for having made anybody feel this way, and this is what I'm doing to fix it. I didn't realize I was being hurtful. Any of those things where you take any kind of fucking accountability and any kind of plan, and it's again also suspect whenever somebody's like, I immediately has all of that plan worked out. Yeah. So then it's like, okay, well, this is all performative. I said all that to say I agree. But I do think part of our the people's big problem is you also don't have anybody being able to learn and grow anymore.
No, that's exactly.
You're
that's
supposed
a big part
to be
of it.
born perfect, and if you ever fuck up, then you're dead forever.
Yeah, I often in conversations with people when I'm talking about this kind of shit, I always say this is not an excuse, but this is context. Where I'm kind of like, you do need to like think of like, this is where the person came from. These are the person's experiences that have like made them the way. This is why that happened. That's not an excuse, but you can see how that would have happened. And if you can give that empathy, then I think you can be like, okay, so these things happened. Can you acknowledge them? Can you understand how that happened to you? You were also a victim,
Yeah.
but you victimized others because you were a victim. Okay, well, how can we make it right for you and them?
Right.
How can everybody become whole and have like healed from this bad thing that happened to you in the first place?
Right. That,
Yeah.
because then you wouldn't be doing it. Because guess what?
Yeah.
Once I healed that wound with my folks, it changed my relationships, my friends, all of that vastly changed because I didn't want any harm. I didn't want to cause any harm, either inadvertently or otherwise.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are scared to do that part.
Yeah.
And honestly, to be on the other side of it, highly recommend working through the fear.
Yeah.
Highly, because there is a utopia for your brain on the other side of it, for sure.
Truly. Yeah, 100%. It goes such a long way to being like, oh, I'm like in my peace.
Yeah, then you're not carrying this burden and this mental weird fucking. I'm a villain, and because you're that was the thing for me is like fucking up and then being like, well, I'm a piece of shit forever because I fucked up, and carrying the fact that I'm a carrying the fact that you think that you're a piece of shit, and talking to yourself in that way. Like now it's just hard for me because whenever I see like a villain story origin, I was like, oh, because your mom. Your mom was mean to you. Oh, burn it down because you're. So now, that's the harder part. Now is once you learn the lesson, seeing it and it not being like you're fucking stupid because you don't know all this stuff I already do.
Exactly. Get to it, buddy.
Because now as a brain that's always looking for dopamine, I'm like, but so now what? Now what do we work on?
Yeah, exactly. How do I get better? I know what now? What now? That's when you clean the ice maker.
That is when I gotta clean the goddamn ice maker. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I was put up by this podcast by your partner.
It's all a big ploy.
Yeah. Carbon.
God damn it. First it's an intervention. Now I gotta clean the ice maker.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm awful. This is what unfortunately I told you I am a buzzkill. I'm so fun, but I'm a buzzkill. I can't help it.
You are so fun. Why are you doing this to me?
I
just turn it into I'm being a victim. Unlearning everything I just said I learned.
Yeah. One of my big pet peeves about just like hanging out with people is have you ever had somebody just like spring a game on you in conversation or like at a party or something? Somebody just pulls out a game and is like, you guys
like
want to play this game?
A physical game? Oh, I thought you meant like a game. Like,
no.
We're playing a game.
Also, I do hate riddles. I really hate riddles. I truly.
Are you coming upon people with riddles?
There is one time, I'll tell they'll both think this is very funny. There was one time that I was at like a lunch with Zach Sherwin and Mike Kaplan, and they had not seen each other in 6 months. And it was the three of us, and as opposed to catching up, they just exchanged riddles for an hour that they had learned in the last 6 months. And I was fuming at the table because I was like, these goddamn bridge trolls.
Oh, that is some bridge troll shit.
It's some bridge troll shit. Like look how clever you are. I didn't come to be clever today.
I just wanted to be a person.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, but you're talking about an actual physical game.
Yes.
Like we're just hanging out, and now they're like, "Here's a thing we have to do."
There's like one time, I have like trauma from this thing that happened to my birthday like maybe 15 years ago at this point. Trauma is too strong of a word, but this is like a thing that like when I was talking to my boyfriend last night, I was like, what am I annoyed by? And he was like, apples to apples. And I was like, oh yeah. Oh God. We were like at so Babs Gray used to throw this like dance party that was a comedy show that went till like 5 a.m. and then like God, our 20s were so fun. And then you'd like go to Denny's and like it turned into my birthday and I was like, free grand slam, baby. Yep. So it was like 5 of us and then a rando like came with us that had been at the party, just hadn't left. And it was like, why the fuck are you here? But she's not friends with us. So we're all talking, whatever. And we're like, I guess you're here, whatever. And everyone else is like drunk and high. I'm fucking straight edge. So I was just like, I was the one that was in like present for all of it.
Yeah.
And she just goes, hey, would you guys like to play apples to apples? And she just pulls out apples to apples at Denny's at 5 a.m. on my birthday. And I was like, no, I'm not playing your card game. I don't need like a thing to make conversation. We've made conversation. Inject yourself or fucking shut the fuck up. Get in the cup corner.
Well, yeah. At that point, I feel like if this was the main party,
Yeah.
at some point when there's a lot of people, then you can make a smaller group of
Yes,
people who do need a
want
task.
it.
Who do want a
Yes.
task.
Yeah.
All the cucks can get together and cuck around and play card games.
Cuck it up. Cuck it up over there. That's fine. Get in your little corner.
Little social
your
cucks.
little whatever.
Nothing wrong with that. I
Yeah,
mean, we call them social cucks, but
Yes.
a lot of times referred to as like introverts. I get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes a task is nice to make it less socially anxious.
Mhm.
But if you're at the party after the party after the party, if you're at the Denny's at the final end, now is not time to do an icebreaker.
Yes, get your icebreaker away from me. 'Cause here's Carmen, I'm a Pisces. We go deep immediately. I don't want to play.
I'm
your
neurodivergent. We do too.
Yes, exactly. It's like, I don't want to play your little card. Ask me about my mother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Why not? Also, I mean, or like Cards Against Humanity's been pulled out on me a bunch where I'm like, I thought we were having a nice time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a block towards intimacy. I really hate having it. Unless it's a game night, then I've agreed to games.
Yes.
But if we're just like having a talk and then somebody presents that someone reveals that they're a game person in a non-game situation, fuck off.
Yeah. I understand. Like I understand. But again, context.
It's context. The context.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're in a place, again, if it's a big sitch and you can make a small thing out of it without holding everyone socially hostage to this one task.
Yeah.
Do it. But at the same, I've had that. I remember I was on the road. I think I was supposed to be doing like JJ's Bohemia, and it got snowed in and the show got canceled because it was covered in snow. So we're at someone's house now that I'm staying at, and we're just bullshitting, and then somebody busted out Cards of Humanity, and at first I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't know you guys that well, but by the end of it I was like, I don't fucking know you people.
Yes.
Why are we doing this?
Yes.
I'm
exactly.
never going to see you again. I appreciate you letting me stay here, but I'm never going to see you again. What is the purpose of this?
Yeah, exactly. Why didn't we have a conversation, actually connect in some way, or just let me go look at my phone for a while?
Not only that, but for me, there's a switch that flips too when games. I was actually just making fun of my my boyfriend because he gets into it. He gets into it. So he's not looking to chat. And if you're trying to chat in between, he's like, there is a like, it's your fucking turn. Have a chat after your turn.
Yes.
Because now I'm having to overthink what I have to, you know what I mean? Like there's a purpose. We're here for a fucking purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You've given us a purpose.
And now I don't want to chat it up because now I'm trying to focus on a thing that requires thought.
You've turned every room into an escape room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you're just like, no, I don't need to be looking for the thing right now. We were having a conversation. We're connecting as humans.
Yeah.
And now you've added a ticking time bomb.
In a time when our humanity is being fucking stripped of us.
Yes.
How dare you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The robots want this. The robots want us playing Cards Against Humanity instead of organizing.
Yeah.
We should be organizing, not playing apples to
That's
apples.
What we need. We need an organization card game.
Oh, so you trick people into.
Oops! I got to kill the CEO card.
Yay!
Edit that out.
No. Yeah. Storm the Bastille to apples. There you go.
Yeah. That's safer. Yeah.
That's fun. It's fun. It's Les Mis. It's a card game. Just if you're singing, is it terrorism? I don't know.
That does kind of lighten the load a little bit.
A little bit.
Songs.
Yeah. Just don't listen to the lyrics. They're very grim.
That's like kind of like you. You're kind of like Les Mis.
I am like Les Mis.
It's fun.
It's the only musical I like.
Of course.
I know. Fucking sick, man. I stopped listening to Hamilton at a certain point. Like, I remember I was like, I'm never going to see this, but so many people love it that I was like, I'll listen to the soundtrack. 2.5 songs in, I stopped and I was like, if you listen to the whole thing, you have to have an opinion about it. Mm-hmm. So if you don't listen to it, then you can't have an opinion, and then you can't alienate your friends with your opinion. Because I was like, I'm going to hate it. I can tell. Okay. The best I can do is not listen.
Talk about learning, dude. Like that, there is something to be said where it's just like, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Like I feel the same way about like a lot. There's big parts of comedy that are not for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm glad it exists. I'm glad it exists. I don't, and just because and also absolving yourself, like maybe I'm wrong. It's okay. Maybe the thing that exists that maybe a bunch of people like it because it's good. Not always.
Yeah.
Oftentimes not the case.
Oftentimes not the case. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It could be me.
Yeah, exactly. It could be me. Labubu's is definitely everybody else.
Also a sign of the times. Holy shit.
God.
Every time we're in economic crisis, there's always a tiny, adorable thing.
Just go meet your neighbors.
This one actually looks evil, though. So
I know.
It's way more appropriate for late stage.
Yeah, for sure.
I hate Labubos, I think I just realized.
Yeah.
Put it on my list.
Yeah, throw it on the list. It's just like, oh man, they just I'm sure it's like well-trod territory, but I'm just like, it's like anytime we're like just like, I need to consume to feel better. It's like, just find something else within yourself. I promise you don't need to just buy something to make a billionaire more billions.
Yeah.
That's not the answer.
Yeah, that whole, I remember the retail therapy thing that happened like 10 or 15 years ago, where I was just like, you just need to buy. So I was like, what is this? The fucking 1950s?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. No, go take a walk on a nice place.
Yes.
Yeah, put your feet on some fucking grass, you psycho.
For real.
You don't really, because guess what? It's just gonna accumulate. I mean, it took hoarders for people to not be hoarders.
Yes. You got to see it.
You had to see it, because that's like, I've seen so many people who just like bought shit, and then it was kind of like gambling, actually, because after you bought it, it was kind of, you know, that's fine.
I'm done. Yeah. The hit happened, and then you just have this thing. Yeah.
Now you just have a thing.
Yeah.
So that's how it, for me, I started telling people, please don't buy me stuff. I don't have room for it. I would much prefer an experience.
Yeah.
And that's how my dude and I have restructured, because he used to be like a collector nerd.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got to take the thing you like the most, and that's the only thing. And then that's the end, because we don't have we're not rich. We don't have the room. And not only that, but you still have a hole in your soul, and look how much shit you own.
Yeah.
So it is like, for me, it was like experiences. And it through us being together, because that's how when you live on when you live on the road, you can accumulate shit. You don't have, you quite literally, then it costs you a fuck ton of money to bring it home. So and don't get me wrong, there's still a fucking chair from the Goodwill in Colorado Springs that I wish I'd brought home. It was from the 1970s. It was my size. It was for short people. It was like a short people velvet fucking rocker too. Oh my God.
Perfect.
Yeah. You don't think I still think about it? That was fucking 9 years ago. I still think about that fucking rocker, but I don't have it.
Yeah.
But I did go to some weird fucking jam band called 600 Pounds of Sin that I still remember, because the lead singer was high on ketamine, and I never saw anybody on ketamine perform like that. God damn it. It was impressive. So I'd much rather go to a thing than you buy me a thing. 100%. I think experience is way better. You get a way better. You want to talk about getting a hit? It's a bigger hit.
Much bigger hit.
It's like freebasing, as opposed to you doing your tiny little bumps of bullshit here and there.
And then you can also tell somebody about your experience. You can't be like, look at this.
That's
thing
how you get to relive.
Look, you ever have somebody just tell you about the things they bought?
Yeah,
nightmare.
I have.
Nightmare. I don't.
That's why I always thought I was a bad woman, is because I didn't enjoy that experience. I was like probably 10 or 15 when retail therapy was big. That was a very big. That was what you conversed at brunch about. It was about stuff. I look at the stuff I buy. Look at this. Showing your. And it was, after a while. At first, I was like, oh, that's cool. I like a thing. But now, for me, it's stickers. I still, because those are, I call it's art for poor people, because it's like a small thing that I can collect, that I go, I like this person, and this was the amount of money I could give them at the time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have a sticker box for sure. Like it's my little like memory box. Yeah,
because I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. And then you get to get the re-hit. But for a thing, especially if you're talking to like a Labubu or I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a cute blouse, especially when you get it on sale. I love a thing where that's makes you light up. That's great. But if it's the only thing we converse about, I want to stab number 2 pencils in my ears.
100%. Yeah. I'm just like, dude, I want to hear about your deal.
Yeah.
I want to hear about the grift.
Yeah.
That I'm into. But you bought it at full price? What are you bragging about?
Yeah.
What'd you steal recently? You tell me what you stole recently. Then now we're talking.
That's a big point where me and my dude connect. And I was like, "Geez, you like those things the things you like for free?
Yeah,
got that for free.
Oh yeah,
check that out.
Yep."
And he's like, "Hell yeah!" Because that's you want to talk about hits.
Oh, absolutely. The best Father's Day gift I ever got my dad is I did a show in. We took my show picture this to the Kennedy Center one year. They put us up at the Watergate, and they had umbrellas in all the rooms that said Watergate on them. But they also had them like outside that you could take, and they weren't like policing them. And so I straight up just like took one straight to my car, came back, got another one from the front, and that's what I took back up to my room like later. So I like gave my dad for Father's Day
an actual fucking Watergate umbrella
that I stole from the Watergate.
That's sick.
Yeah, I was like, you're never getting another gift. You're very hard to shop for.
Yeah, this is the coolest. This is also the coolest thing you're going to get.
Yeah. Pet peeve. What the fuck do you buy a dad?
Dude. Truly.
It's so hard.
Because it's like they've already done everything. Like, what am I going to buy you a toy? You know?
Yeah, it's crazy. The last time I was home, my dad had bought himself like a tiny bronze, like, old diving helmet figurine thing, and I was like, "Oh, were you into this now? Wait, how was? I don't know. If I bought you something like that, you'd be like, "What the fuck is this? Like, I don't know. What is this? I don't know."
But because he discovered it. That's what it was. He was like, he got the hit. Yeah,
yeah. I think it's like you should get credit if you were, because a father will only think it's valuable if they thought of it. So if you can implant the idea, I think you should still get credit.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could just be like, "Oh, wouldn't that be cool?" And then 6 months later, you're like, "I think this would be cool." And then they buy it. You're like, "That actually was me.
That was me.
That was me."
I mean, that's kind of what it's like being a woman, period.
Well, yeah, exactly. Just Svengali from the corner. Fucking
or just saying a thing and then 6 months later somebody else says it like it was their idea. Oh, okay. Well,
exactly. Just gonna be like Serrano de Bergerac in my own fucking life. Just sitting over here. Say this.
True.
Excellent.
That is a great reference. That is what it's like. God damn it. I'm Roxanne. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just in the bushes.
Yeah.
I'm just a genius in the bushes.
I get the appeal of being a witch now, because then you can cast it out.
Oh yeah. I know. Also, it's like these crazy just want, because like no one's really paying attention.
Yeah,
you know. At this point, it's like whatever. At least witches are interesting. We'll take it.
That's true.
Yeah.
They are doing stuff. I'm always like, huh, I never thought about that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, seems fun. Okay. You got your little potions and your crafts. That's cool.
Again, it does seem like a lot of shit to buy.
Yeah. No, it's buying a lot. It is buying a lot. You're also distributing a lot.
So many tapestries.
Yeah, you're also, I mean, I have a witch friend that's buried a lot of jars of her own period blood around Echo Park.
Oh shit.
She says that it's the reason she's never had COVID. But you know what? Hey, I don't.
As a person who's never had COVID,
yeah,
my blood's still going down the drain, dog.
That's true. That's true. That's true. At a certain point with her, I was like, "You did get vaccinated, though, so you know what? I can't. I'm not gonna fight you. Whatever. Whatever you need to believe.
Yes,
that's cool.
It helped. It helped.
Yeah, I think it did, because it got you outside.
Yeah, good.
You know, you're outside, and also people avoided you because you had a jar of your own blood, and they were like, "Oh, don't go within 6 feet of that person."
I'd actually give her a little bit more than 6 feet.
Yeah. What's the throw distance on that? No, thank you, ma'am.
Give me something else. What else don't you like?
I don't like, and I've seen it a lot recently, I do not like when people get out of the way of the delivery robots. Make that thing go around you. You've seen these?
Yeah, it knows how to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, they already try to humanize it with the big eyes.
Yep.
And they try to make it real cute.
Yeah.
And I saw it the other day. And if you're in a place that doesn't have, they have these tiny robots.
Yeah.
With 4 wheels on the bottom, 2 eyes on the front, and then there's like a lid, and they put in a delivery order, and it's replacing like bike couriers and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you
all
go
have
there and you
names.
put in a thing and you take your order out.
Mhm.
And I don't know why people aren't just robbing these things. I don't know. But you're saying people are being polite
I've
to the
seen
robot?
several people just be, oh, sorry, and get out of the way of it. And I'm like, you're already ceding ground in the war. Stop it. Stop it. Make them go around you.
Dude, I just saw somebody who was like, there's a Waymo that's been parked out in front of my house for 2 days. So I taped all of the little spinny things.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, dude, activism comes in so many ways. Dude, this is the way to do it.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. I'm a robophobe. I can't help it. I'm not a fan. Those things make me crazy because often like, there's so many times in Hollywood that I've just seen a robot full of food just like drive past a homeless person. And I'm just like, too dystopian. It's too dystopian. And then I'll see somebody else like, oh, sorry, and got out of the way of it. And I'm like, oh, you said sorry to the robot, but you said you ignore the human laying on the street.
But you kick the human's feet out of the way. Fuck off.
Exactly. It makes me feel crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got to bar their path. Make them work.
Figure it out. Yeah, they're also like they're not very good.
No,
that's the other thing too. They're not very good. So I don't tolerate a lot of incompetence from humans. I'm definitely not going to do it from technology.
No, it's just like all of our like embrace of this stuff because you're putting a person out of a job. We haven't figured that out. More like there's so many issues are happening right now. You got people that are like falling in love with AI. It's all related to me. I'm like, you got a robot delivering your food.
Yep.
You got a robot telling you got a great dick.
Yep.
It's just like all this shit is like, what are you doing? Just go meet somebody new.
Yeah,
go volunteer somewhere.
Go be a person. For fuck's sake, go be a person.
Go be a person. It's like such a joy to be a person, actually.
It is. That's what they're trying to tell you. It's not.
Yeah.
But it is.
It's really crazy. It just makes me insane. So I don't like the delivery robots. I don't like people just like give a pardon, my lady.
Yeah. Oh, all of a sudden you went to cotillion for the fucking robot.
Yes, exactly. I've seen men get out of the way of the robot that like would absolutely.
Let me place my jacket down for you, Mr. Robot.
There's a puddle in front of me, Darlene. That's as is your name written on the side of your cooler body. You fucking igloo bitch.
Do they really have a name?
Oh yeah, they have names, dude.
I live out in Glendale. They will. The Glendale mob will not tolerate those.
No.
So I won't see that. I don't see them. So it's only when I'm in Hollywood,
like over the hill here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They all have little names written on the side of them. So they're all different. So that they all have names just like, oh, this is Steve. How dare you?
Listen, it didn't work with Coke bottles for me. It's not going to work for robots.
No, absolutely.
You're not going to humanize something inanimate. No. It's just not going to happen.
It's absolutely not going to happen. Get it away from me. I do not want it delivering my food. Get it off of the sidewalk. All of it's bad. All of it's bad.
It's fair.
You can just go pick up your own food.
Go pick up your own food, dude. I've been saying that like.
Order from the place directly and go pick up your own food. Because DoorDash and all these things are putting these places out of business because they're a fucking cartel at this point. They take so much money off the top. They're driving up the prices.
Yeah, it shouldn't cost you $75 to go buy 2 burritos.
No,
it's insane. Yeah. So just go get it. I was like, well, I don't know what happened of us being incapable of leaving our houses.
Yeah.
But it all to me, it's all contributing to the isolation. All that shit. Just stay home and stay scared and don't go out there. Oh my God, everything's so bad. It's just this creating this. Yeah, they just want you to stay home and consume.
And you're become more paranoid of every person around you because the only way you're interacting with anybody is like online, which the best version of yourself.
Oh
is
yeah.
Every single time. But it's like you forget to like. Also, I don't online shop. Like if there's something that I cannot find, then I'll get it. But it's like I like going in person. I like cutting it up with a cashier for a minute here and there. You know, it's like these tiny interactions. They're not your best friends. You're never going to know their name. That shit's important because it's just you reconnecting you with a person.
Oh my God. That just made me think of this. Did you see that Roy Wood Jr. joke where he talked about how the cashier at the grocery store kept a lot of people from being shot because it was like a lot of times you don't have any humanity. And it was the one person that was like, oh, you're getting these? I like these too.
Yes.
And then he says that insane person goes home and he's like, you know what? Not today. And he puts the gun back.
100%,
But all
dude.
of those little tiny micro.
Yes.
And a lot of time, sometimes people are, it goes back to the socially anxious thing. Maybe it's, but at the same time, you get to go through a small social situation, it not be horrific. And even if it was tiny, they're going to forget about it immediately. So it's good practice.
Yeah, it's
how to be a person.
It's just low stakes person practice.
Yes.
Just like you can do
low
this.
stakes person practice.
Yeah, you can do this. I believe in you. And then let that empower you to making eye contact the next day.
Yes.
Imagine such a thing.
But yeah, go pick up your food. That was like a big headbutting because my dude lived in middle of nowhere. So everything it was a trick for him to get to anything.
Yeah.
So when we got here, I was like, no, we'll just go get it. We'll just go get it.
Yeah.
I was also like, this is a cool looking city.
Yes.
Driving around it is also, is there traffic? Sure. But that's what marijuana is for. Is it makes traffic tolerable.
Exactly.
And also makes you forget that the light turned green.
Yeah.
But
whatever, but everyone's high, so it's fine. No one saw that the light was green. Who cares? Whatever. Yeah. The weather's great.
The straight edge, three cars back.
I mean, it's
beep,
fine.
beep.
Honestly, I was a Lyft driver for years because I'm a professional comedian, which means part of the transition was definitely doing that. But that took all of my road rage, all of my everything disappeared with like having to drive strangers around because it was like, you can't be a monster with these people in your car. Also, like I could kill myself to get from one end of the city to another using my GPS. I could knock 6 minutes off. You know what I mean? Riding, doing everything that I can.
I always see what it says and I go, you're wrong. And then I do it my way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Like I'll figure it out.
I don't blindly follow that bitch.
No.
I never.
Yes. No. I'll check in and be like, what time does it say I'll be there? Okay, got it. But the best you could do is maybe knock 10 minutes off of that, right? So it's like that was such a learning experience for me to be like, oh, fuck it. I'll just whatever. Why would I be white knuckling stressed for an hour?
Right.
Trying to knock 10 minutes off of something. Just whatever. If I'm 10 minutes late, I'm 10 minutes late. Who cares? It's fine. And it just made me,
especially here because everybody understands.
Yeah, exactly. So it made me such a zen driver. And I learned to drive basically in Philadelphia. So it's like I came into the city as a terror. So yeah.
My dude too. He's a Philly boy. So it's like he drives super aggressive. Yeah. And I was like, you gotta chill.
Yeah.
You gotta chill. There's gonna be some narcissist that's late for an audition that's just gonna drive like a psycho. And you just gotta go.
Yeah. You just gotta
go.
You're like,
it's just gonna happen.
Yeah. We're surrounded by mental illness. And it's just, you be like, do I want to be the craziest person right now?
How much time do I have? Am I late already?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do.
And that is when it comes out, is when I do have the time. And that's the only time anything like that ever really bothers me is if I'm already late and you're hindering me making it by a conter.
Yes. Absolutely. I'm like, I'm so close. Please move. Please move. Yes. Yeah.
I'm so close to not being a piece of shit to me. Please get out of my fucking way. Yeah, that's the only time anything like that ever really bothers me anymore. But I definitely never get out of the way for a robot. I don't care how late it is.
No. Actively block them. No, absolutely not. I dislike them. I dislike our urge to anthropomorphize them. I kind of blame the Brave Little Toaster. I think that movie made everybody like think that everything was alive.
It did for me for a few years. Yeah. For a few years, I was very kind to all of my stuff. Yeah. And maybe that was what they were hoping is so kids wouldn't just break the shit out of all of their toys. But yeah, I was never like the kid from like Toy Story where I was like mutilating them and stuff.
No.
But I definitely I mean, yeah, brave little toaster. But I'm not fucking.
No.
Yeah.
It made it hard to
grow
throw
up.
You grow up. But I think there is something because like I would have a hard time throwing stuff away sometimes. And I'd be like, oh, it's because I don't want it to be sad at the dump.
Oh, yeah.
It's not real.
Man, now that the way reframing that, dude, that definitely was a movie to make us buy shit.
Yes. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I thought it was a movie about, leaving your childhood behind. Nope, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. Capitalism strikes again.
Son of a bitch. It always gets me.
Time. Nightmare.
Because I rewatched and I was like, oh, this movie is cute.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to get sometimes. Well, that's the other thing. I think there is something to be said about keeping things.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing that's like even more consumery is like everything being disposable. That's why everything breaks.
Yes.
Everything's made cheaply, so it's not meant to last and all that stuff. And I hate that because what I did once I started making my own money and acquiring my own things, I wanted them to last.
Yeah.
I bought this and it mattered.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's like, do you have any like heirlooms like from family or anything like that? Like a piece of furniture or like a nice like outfit or like jewelry or something that you're like, oh, this was like quality made.
Yeah.
That like this will last for generations.
Yeah.
And it's cool that it's not just like a piece of shit. Like, and then you see that versus
that's
the
why
quality.
I spend so much time in fucking antique stores, dude.
Yeah, same. Like everything I own is like mostly secondhand in my place because I'm just like, this will last forever and was already made. And it's not just going to be like some particle board bullshit that falls apart eventually.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like the detail and stuff. They're like, they didn't need to put that detail on it, but they did because they cared about their craft.
Yeah. And there was more room for creativity because everyone wasn't all fucking bottom line focused.
Yep.
Yeah.
These are
we would be we would be insane on the road together. It would be a lot of the same shit.
I know.
I didn't realize how similar we were. This is why JT's like, you don't hang out with Brandie. I feel like you guys would really like each other.
I told my boyfriend Rick that I was like coming over to do this podcast, and I was like reading him my pet peeves, and he was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be a real trailer park meeting the minds." I was like, "Yeah, it's fucking great." He's like, "You guys are gonna agree on a lot of shit." I was like, "Yeah." Yeah, absolutely.
What else? What else do I also not like?
Here's a potential. Here's probably maybe controversial one. I'm curious where you fall on this.
Okay.
I think that drinking energy drinks is just as valid as drinking coffee.
Ooh, well, my argument would be coffee doesn't have as much shit in it.
Yeah.
If you could find a clean one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have.
Then sure.
Yeah.
But all of the other stuff, all of the sugar, all of the weird like fucking how Celsius is giving people fucking heart disease, all of that is the only reason I used to drink a lot of Monster. Like I used to drink a white dude faded band t-shirt amount of Monster for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I'd never been fatter and unhealthier in my life, dude. It was just so bad, but it was just so much. If you can, my whole thing is I'm cool with the drugs. I'm cool with nicotine.
Yes.
I'm cool with caffeine.
Yeah.
I'm cool with all of those things in moderation. It's just everything else they attach to it for you to get to it.
Yeah. Of course.
So like I'm pro Zen. I don't like cigarettes because I don't like all the tar. I don't like how it stinks. I don't like any of that stuff. But I'm pro nicotine, especially for neurodivergent people. It's actually really good for people. Yeah. And and I'm cool with caffeine. A lot of people self-medicate with caffeine. And coffee for me is just the chillest version for me to get to it. That I've found.
Yeah.
Easiest way to get to it without. But give me
I crash off of coffee in a way that I don't off of energy drinks. But I've had a lot of times like I'll roll up to like something early morning or whatever, and I've just got like an Alani with me or something, and people are like, energy drink, and I'm like, you got your fucking ice, you got your little iced latte there. Same thing, man. Mine's just pink.
And it's got bubbles in it.
It's got biotin, I think. The can says so. It's got green caffeine, man. It's the same thing, I think. I don't really know how it's made.
Yeah.
Everything's killing me. Let me have it. just the looking down. It's not like I have like an energy drink tattoo or anything. You know what I mean? Just like I feel like they get poo-pooed or like they're like looked at as like a I don't know, like just it's just as valid to me. So I get really annoyed at people that like also I'm an energy drink connoisseur. I've had them from all over the country. I fucking love them. I know my favorite is there's a brand called Uptime. You can only find in the middle of the country. And they have like cantaloupe and honeydew. They have a blood orange. They're so good.
I love a blood orange anything.
The next time you're at a Buc-ee's, they're there. They're so fucking good. I love them. But like I'm an energy drink connoisseur. The way that people are coffee snobs, I for sure am about energy drinks. But that is not valid to some people in the same way.
I think it's because there's still like probably like a 5 to 7 year behind coffee people usually are from, because a lot there's been a lot of technology and a lot of I think what it is just millennials finally getting enough money to start a business. So then you're getting there are now small batch energy drinks that are not pieces of shit, that don't have a bunch of shit in them. That's not all sugar, and that's why you're also crashing from it's not 5-hour energy. It's not giving people heart palpitation. There's ways to get it now. So I think a lot of it is just the old mentality that it is all Monster, it is all Red Bull, it is all bad. But now there's clean versions of it. So that's my only, as long as you can get it without it fucking all the other shit killing you, get the drug, man.
Absolutely.
Get the drug. Yeah. For sure. Having that said, I also think that coffee is just another way to push sugar. So I mean, it's the same shit. Having that said, I'm gonna kill me the way I'm gonna kill me. But I will say about the caffeine thing, you should wait 2 hours from when you wake up to have it.
Really?
I don't drink coffee in the morning. That's the worst time that you can drink anything with caffeine.
Oh, because it starts your day like immediately.
It overworks your adrenal gland to the point where you become chemically dependent, and then you can't wake up on your own. You have to have something else. So that's my only thing with caffeine is wait 2 hours and then drink as much caffeine as you fucking want to.
That's smart. You know what's interesting? I kind of do that a little bit already because I don't
drink it when I first wake up, but I do love a midday coffee. Midday coffee all day.
Well, I do the annoying, the toxic strategy part of myself that has maintained is like very annoyed that like I need any kind of substance to continue pushing to get to that place anymore. So I am just like, oh, okay, fine.
I think that's partly because we're dying.
No. It is because we're dying. My pet peeve is that we're dying. I think that's my current pet peeve is that we're dying.
In so many ways, all at the same time.
God, could I just die one way less than I am currently? How nice would that be?
Now that I think about it, that is probably a lot of my management. How can I eliminate one way of dying? On the docket.
That's all. I'm not trying to live anymore. I'm just trying to die as much.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, buddy. But yeah, I think you won me over. I'm on your side. I think energy drinks just, especially because that's the blind part where I was at it, is if you don't pay attention, then it's just like it's all that, but it's not. It's not all that.
No, it's the same. It's the same shit. We're all just like, we're all just trying. We're all just trying, man. We're all just trying.
Some people trying a little harder than others. It seems.
Absolutely.
More reading. Again, it goes back to learning and growing.
Yeah. You ever listen to an audiobook and call it reading? Unfortunately, I have. I'll say it into a microphone. Well, I read this book.
Read
no, you didn't.
To me.
No, yeah.
It's
no, you didn't.
When they have the voices.
I love it when they read to me. I wish they had used different voices for the characters sometimes.
I don't know why they don't do that.
I don't know.
Expensive, maybe, but at the same time, I'm like, fuck, man, it would be, No,
it'd be nice.
I don't want Patrick Warburton sound alike to be the lady in the, you know what I mean?
Oh, he does a little voice in it. I'd like to hear your vocal range. Let's do the voices like a daddy for me, please. I'd like to hear you.
Yeah, I want to relive when the teacher did it when I was a kid.
Pretend I'm a child and read to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck.
That's what I would like. That's what I would like. What I would like.
Okay, one last thing before we go. Give me something you absolutely adore. A favorite teacher you had growing up.
Oh man. My art teacher in elementary school, Mrs. Baran. I genuinely have tried to find her several times. She's like not on the internet at all.
Of course she's not.
Good
That's
for her.
why she was cool.
Yeah.
It's probably why she was cool.
She was so cool, dude. She just was like, because I had her for like, from kindergarten through 5th grade, basically. And we just really connected. She just like, I always loved art. I was always super creative. I remember one time, like, this is like gross. Remember in 1st grade, I like was saving my gum and I made a worm out of gum and I brought it in a bowl and was like, look at it. And she was like, oh, that's really cool. Do you want to let it dry out? We could paint it. Like she didn't, my parents thought it was fucking weird that I was like making a gum worm. And I was like, I mean, it is, but I don't know.
Sure.
I'm in 1st grade. I'm like, but I was like bursting with creativity to do something.
Yeah.
So she just always encouraged me, was just super cool. And like, I remember she had like all in the art class, there were like all the students were divided up into 5 or 6 tables. And we each had like, each table was like a different famous artist's name. And she always had like 1 or 2 women artists. Like she just like low key was, and they always rotated. It was always different things every year. And she like picked like 2 or 3 5th graders every year to like, you got to paint a ceiling tile in her classroom. And I got to do one of them, which was really cool. And like, she just was like one of the first adults that, like I thought like saw me as like a
and
little,
encouraged. It was like yeah, and it was also like yes, anded your weirdness because a lot of like it's not your parents' job. There's usually like an aunt or a teacher or somebody in your life where you're just like, no, it's okay that you're like this. Yeah,
exactly. It was like, oh, you're just like a smart little weirdo. Like be that here. You're funny and interesting and cool and like yeah. She was
wow. And,
she was
and
the
I
best.
think that about you. That's nice.
Yeah, thank you. I want to be like you. This is so sweet. You tell my parents I'm just I don't know.
I'm fine. Could
Yeah.
you?
Yes,
tell them
I'm
it's okay that I'm doing this.
I'm getting straight A's. I'm trying so hard, but I just want to be really weird.
I love it.
She was down for it. It was great. Yeah, she was like my first truly favorite teacher. I loved her.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah. Let's see. BrandiePosey.com has all of my dates and deets for future shows coming up. If you live in Orlando, I'm doing Warp Tour in November. I do have guest list spots because I don't know a lot of people in Orlando. So you want to come to Warp Tour, fucking hit me up. My podcast is called Lady to Lady. We've been around for like 13 and a half years. We're outliving Marin. It feels great. We're just as popular. Burn This Records is my record label. We've been doing albums for the last 2 years. I've done a bunch of compilation albums. We have one coming out later this year with a bunch of great comics. Yeah, it's a label full of very funny people from all over the country who are like the pillars in your own stand-up community, because I'm mostly just working with people that like are producers that like I'm like, hey, if you got a couple extra bucks from SiriusXM, that would open you up to be able to do more in like your own local scene. Like that's who I'm trying to like work with. Nobody's a Nazi. So that's the label's unofficial slogan. And who knew that needed to be said?
Turns out it does.
Turns out it does.
Burn This is Nazi free, baby.
Absolutely.
You heard it here first.
Absolutely.
No, she's been telling everybody.
Yeah. I go
very
around.
important.
Yeah. I break into conversations often. And I'm like, hey, do you guys know my label has no Nazis on it?
0 Nazis.
Do you know you can exist in this industry by not catering to them? That's why I really became a gatekeeper. So I could say, no.
No, thank you.
Someone needs to.
No Nazis allowed.
Someone has to say no to them.
We should go back to how it was segregation wise, the Nazis and the non-Nazis bathrooms.
That would be nice.
I think it would.
I'd be into that. Give them the shitty bathroom. I want to hear them dump. I want to hear those Nazis dump and then make fun of them when they come out.
It's so cute. You think they'd be allowed in the green room?
We are only allowed in the white room.
Exactly. BrandiePosey.com. Make sure you check her out. You guys are incredible. Thank you guys so much for listening. Patreon.com/NoSirPod. If you want to throw money, just goes to this. So thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you next week. Bye.
No, sir, I don't like it.